T-Bone. I am glad T-Bone won this gift certificate.
I don't want to. We'll talk about T-Bone later, I'm sure. But right now, we want to talk about a guy who's never been called T-Bone. Am I right, Austin?
No, not that I know of.
Not
to your face.
Not to your face. Austin Madaisky, one of the great scoring threats on this fantastic Springfield Falcons team.
But what's that going to get him?
Here, and it might, if he plays his cards right, I tell you what it'll get him, a second trip to the AHL All Star game.
There you go.
Because our guest right now, Austin Madaisky, is not only a member of your first place Springfield Falcons, who right now at 26-10, 3 overtime losses in 39 games, are in first place in the AHL right now, ahead of some team from Syracuse, ahead of some team from Hartford, ahead of some team from Binghamton and Albany. And here's the good news: Austin Madaisky is an All Star. Austin, congratulations!
Thank you very much.
Can we start there? Can we start with the All Star selection?
We can.
Obviously, you've played with some fantastic talents. You are a fantastic hockey talent yourself. The numbers speak for themselves. When you get the call, when Coach, I'm guessing it was Coach Bednar, tells you that you've gotten the call to be an AHL All Star, does stuff like that at this point in your career, does it ever get old, or are you still all in on this? Holy crap! People are noticing that I'm doing my job well.
I don't think something like that would ever get old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you work so hard in the off season. It's an extreme honor to be recognized like that. I mean, you look at the other guys on that list and previous years, the guys who have played in that game, and it's pretty special.
Now, this is your second, as we said. In a way, I mean, nothing can top the first, except with the second. Now you can tell, hey, it's not a fluke, world. Look at me, I'm pretty good.
The second All-Star game?
Yeah.
This is my first.
Oh, this is your first.
First
I'm
All-Star
sorry.
It's one of two. I was saying, no matter how many times it happens,
Gotcha.
could it ever get old?
Okay, well, when you get your second one.
Next year.
Obviously.
Well, next year it'll be at the NHL level anyway. We all know that.
Yeah, let's hope.
Let's absolutely. And we don't really have to, because things have been, I mean, at the defensive position where you are, and we talked the last time you were in about your ability to score the puck and how that's something that, in the AHL, it's the ability about being consistent for the entire length of the ice. You sort of have to dedicate yourself sometimes to maybe, I don't know, thinking about what it takes to make the next step permanently, right? Because you've had your cup of coffee, and now it's all about making the trip and not coming back, right?
Exactly. I mean, like you said, it's about honing your game at both ends of the ice. And offensively, things are going well for me this year, but
Yeah.
I think defensively, there's still a lot of work to be done before making the step to the NHL, hopefully one day, and that's something that I'm constantly working on.
And I'd say that the numbers look pretty good. In 39 games, you've got 31 points, 11 goals, and 20 assists. And by the way, if you want to go and see the Springfield Falcons and Austin Madaisky play, if you're a real rink rat, you can head to Albany tomorrow night. It's not that far away.
Nope.
Tomorrow night, the Albany Devils. Or you can just wait Sunday, 4 o'clock. The Binghamton Senators will be in town for a 4 o'clock puck drop right here at the Mass Mutual Center. You can go to falconsahl.com, or you can, of course, just go on down to the Mass Mutual Center box office and pick up those tickets. My kids love it. It's such a great family night out. Let me just ask you really quickly about that experience, about playing for so many kids, because it is, I mean, you're not that far removed from playing pee-wee hockey on the prairie in British Columbia as well. So is it sort of special? Like the AHL part, you still get that connection with the 7-year-old who's there in a Falcons jersey banging on the glass, right?
Definitely. I mean, I was one of those kids growing up in Vancouver, whether it was going to Vancouver Giants games or Canucks games like that. It was going to a hockey game was something that was special. And I mean, something that you dream about as a kid, and hopefully these kids are dreaming of one day playing for Springfield, and you feel that you can have an impact on them, and it's special.
That's awesome.
Now, of course, this is going to be played in Utica, and you were saying that the events are going to be taking place at Turnstone Casino.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should maybe go up and cover that for the station. But what sort of events...
Be your consultant.
What sort of events are they actually having at Turnstone?
I believe there is the Hall of Fame inductions are happening on the first day there.
So good.
They make a mean BLT at that casino, let me tell you. They do.
I get the
check it
feeling
out.
Austin Madaisky, who's our guest, Austin Madaisky of the Springfield Falcons, and soon to be the Columbus Blue Jackets permanently, I hope. I think he's might be eating off the non-BLT menu.
Probably.
Just going there. I'm going to go to that place. Now, one of your former roommates, Kirby Reichel, is with the Columbus Blue Jackets, and has has become sort of, I don't know. We were excited because when he got the call, and he's maybe not going to be a guy coming back down. We never know. Can you talk to us about the moment you get the AHL? Do you guys still communicate? Did he send you a congratulations text as well?
He's actually back.
Oh,
he's
awesome.
at the house now.
Oh, is he?
So, but yeah, he was definitely very happy for me. We're pretty supportive of each other in the house. So when he gets called up and things like that, it's great.
Do you guys have a pool? Is there like a pool in there? Like not like a swimming pool, but like who gets called up first? Like the first guy has to buy someone else, a sixer or something like that?
Usually he'll come back and maybe take the guys out for dinner
That's
or something
awesome.
like that. But
So at the house, is there a swimming pool?
there's no swimming pool.
All right. Now with something like this, when you I mean, obviously you're having a great year and everything. Is this something that even enters in your mind? Like, wow, I could be going to an All-Star game, and when you find out, I mean, honest to God, I mean, are you surprised, or are you like, I knew it. I knew I was on pace for something like this.
I mean, I don't think it's something that you're conscious of most of the time. I mean, after the points started rolling and we get closer and closer to the game, it's like thinking like, oh man, maybe I could get selected. That'd be awesome. But at that point, it's still kind of dreaming and hoping. And when it actually happened, it was very exciting.
Because there are a lot of hose jobs in these All-Star things too. I mean, right? They're like, wow, so and so.
Yeah.
This guy deserves it. I'm sure even in your mind, you don't have to tell us who, but you're like, wow, I'm surprised that this guy got picked over this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody has their own idea of who should be in the game and who shouldn't be, but I mean, that's not up for us to decide, and I'm just thankful that I'm one of the guys who's in the game.
That's right.
And it's funny because I'm sure, some of the older guys in the league maybe look at the All-Star break at every level, of course, as a chance to spend some time away from the game, ice the knees, get the ankles healthy again.
Yeah.
But at soon to be 23 years old, right, the end of this month, if I'm not mistaken, you're getting reps is never a bad thing, right?
No, yeah, I think at this point I would rather be in the game than taking some time off. So.
Damn the torpedoes! These ankles can get taped up later,
Yeah.
right?
No, it'll be fine.
Can you talk to me too about those moments when you're going to be up at Turning Stone, playing in the AHL All Star game, doing the whole thing? What is that like when you get to? This is a horrible word for it because it's such an old man business word. To be able to network and rub elbows with the training staffs, with the coaches from the other teams that maybe, when you're on the ice, when you're inside the glass, there's not really that ability to get to know them. Is that sort of one of the side? Are you looking forward to maybe getting to know some of the ways that other organizations work as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be an elite crop of players, new and old there. I mean, the Hall of Famers that are going to be there are definitely going to be good guys to talk to about what they've been through in the league and things like that. And I think I read that the honorary captains are Bill Guerin.
Oh my God!
And, I can't remember the other one, but it's definitely going to be a great experience.
That's incredible. Just to be able to work with Billy Guerin for a weekend or whatever the case may be. And that's coming up, too. We're talking about Sunday, January 25th, 8 p.m. For the All-Star Skills Competition, and then Monday, January 26th at 7 p.m. for the All-Star Game itself. Billy Guerin being part of it, who's a